Hello, this video is for Action Game Kit with the AI. So this video is mainly for settings for a bot, what you can set up for a bot. So first of all, I will show you how you will create that bot itself. So I will put some capsule as my enemy. So here. Okay, so now you have to attach script bot. If you have animation for that anime, of course you will attach also bot animation, but right now I will focus only about combat settings or other settings for that bot. So here this editor is everything what you can configure for your bot. First of all is name, what is team ID, so I usually set up that player is team ID 1 and for enemy I will use number 2. Of course it can be ally of the player, so it's only on you how we will set up. Hit points, current and maximum, run speed, walk speed, I think it's obvious. Now it see enemy, so in front of him how far. I have only 30 units. It's quite low, of course you can increase it, you can change it. And angle, so it means that 60 degrees in left side and 60 degrees in right side, so it's total 120. Human can see 90 degrees, it means 90 to left, 90 to right, so 180 total. So usually for enemies, for bots, it has lowered this angle, and you can set up everywhere what you want. Next is sense enemy, so it means that radius, in the radius about him, when he will, some enemy will be close, he will count it as a actual enemies. So I'm usually turn it off, but for example that see enemies using raycasting, of course. So if you want to have lots of enemies, you can use, for example, sands. It's typical for some highly where is lots of enemies, so you're using only sands. Next is miscellaneous these behaviors. So reload weapon, but this is only reload when is no enemy close, so it means that it's in calm situation. For example, when he's patrolling or is going to somewhere, so in this moment he will reload weapon, not in the combat or when he can see enemy. He can reload weapon only when his gun empty. You don't have options to change it, but when he has empty weapon, he will reload it. So now another 3 checkbox. If he can hear sounds, also there's, in first version he's reacting only to gunshots, so when his enemy will fire soon to him, close to him, sorry, he will hear that and he will go to that noise location. So if you want to configure how far is every gun, so you have to open menu, FPS kit, weapon, and there is sound fire distance. So for rifle it's 30 meters far away from that will make that noise. So when you will shoot somewhere, he will go to that location. Can be called by ally, and can call ally, it means when they are working together, some ally, some enemy, some bot can only be called or can call ally for help. So usually you will set up both of it, and there is important call range, so how far he can call enemy and says, hey, I can see enemy, come, and that bot, that ally will determine what to do. React to enemy fire, so when he will be under attack, he will turn on that location and run with it, and or start fight, depends how far is from that spot. Then you must select some weapon also there is weapon efficiency, so it means that if you are using only one weapon for both, same weapon for player and bot, it's good to put some float value that will determine that, for example, what bot weapon is weaker than player's weapon. Here is gun transfer. It means if you have some better object than I have, you will select that gun and it will be recasted from that gun transform, that position of that really gun. Right now I am using as a bot itself, so we will keep it empty. Now you select which target will be locked first. So it, if you are fighting only against enemy, it doesn't matter, but if you have, for example, team white, you can select that one that enemy will be the first on this who will be under attack. Now we have movement, so we can have that he is idle, so he's standing on the position, or he is searching enemies, so he is going anywhere and trying to find some enemy. Or you can have patrol, where you will set up which waypoints and how many waypoints he will patrolling. So there is important note that must be connection between 0 to 1, 1 to 0, 2 to 3, and 3 to 4, and logical 4 to 0. So you will set up some waypoints, and when you launch the game, waypoints will be validated and you will see error if it's not working. Search lost enemy, it means, for example, if player is running away, that bot will go to the last known position of the player and start searching. Of course, you can determine how long he will search, and then he will return to his previous tasks, for example, patrolling or some position. So this is settings for bot. It's just only combat settings, not animation.